So everything that can go wrong sometimes will go wrong. And if I told you I did the first 5 minutes of that live stream without hitting the live button, would you believe me? And evidently, for some reason, the software kicked my microphone off. So anyways, well, here we are now. Welcome to this must be an important message to get out. Welcome to our Friday edition of the Enigma Daily. And like I said before, but you guys missed it, on Fridays, I like to talk about biblical prophecies, biblical things of that nature, spiritual things, and a good article came across my desk this morning talking about how artificial intelligence has a serious rise where people are using it to make spiritual guidance, moral decisions, even prayer. And a lot of religious leaders around the world are slightly freaking out about it a little bit. And what they are doing is that they are actually trying to set guidance for how to use it and, how to apply it to practical applications that we're dealing with right now. Here's the article that initially caught my attention, but they must have had some type of conclave, right? Where all these world leaders came together and talked about this. I'm not a Catholic, but right here, Pope Leo is asking about it, AI industry to cultivate moral discernment, which they won't do, by the way. I'll get into that in a second. And it's a very, very good article you can go in here and read about AI and how people are turning to it, right? And like I said, this link to this article will be in the description of the video. He's asking the AI programmers if they will please, use, moral discernment while they're making this decisions on this AI that they're programming. They won't do it because most of them, if not all of them, or a large amount of them, are very either atheist or satanic, or they're not Christians at all. They reject the divinity of Jesus Christ, right? So they will not do it whatsoever. In fact, if you've been alive for more than 5 minutes, the only person on the planet that you're allowed to make fun of on TV is Jesus, right? And that should tell you everything about that. He's the real deal. And these people are not very spiritual. They are very pragmatic. Some of them I think are just pure evil, but that's my own opinion on the matter. But it is a very serious thing that needs to be looked at and addressed. And I will tell you the reasons why. Number one, a lot of people, the church has kind of lost its way in a lot of areas. Actually, Christianity, I don't want to, label this as a complete negative thing, because Christianity, there is a revival on the entire planet right now of Christianity. Last month, there were more Bible app downloads in the United States of America than anywhere else. At any other time, more young people are going to church. There's Christian persecution going on all over the country, all over the planet. And so you're seeing a big rise in it. However, if AI is not managed properly, it could turn into be a form of a false prophet or a means to deceive the masses, right? And it also can be used to, I would say, pervert the scriptures, take it away. And the Bible strictly warns about that, not doing it, right? For example, I can give you some prophetic scriptures about Matthew 24:1, Timothy 4:2, Thessalonians 2. You find clear warnings in the last days. False teachers will rise and many will be deceived. Nobody expected these teachers to be digital, but back then, all this was completely new to them, right? So also sometimes when you talk to AI and you look to AI for spiritual guidance, it will get it wrong. AI is just a tool. Guys, if anybody comes across this video and you're talking to AI about how to start a business and the legality aspect of it, it's in black and white, perfect. But if you're talking to AI about how to be a good person or be a bad person, you're wrong. Don't do that. And I'll tell you the reasons why. AI is a responsive mechanism. I use AI. I know a lot about it. You talk to it and it gives you inputs back based on the input you give it back and forth. Do you like this? Do you like that? Is this right? Or is this wrong? Is this right? Or is this wrong? Everything you type into an AI search engine or an AI bot, know this, it is not deleted. It goes back to the main headquarters, and these headquarters are massive. Matter of fact, I'll tell you, they're not building a $300 million ballroom on the east wing of the White House. They're building a data center to go underneath it. 100%. So you can go look it up, man. They're doing the same thing in Memphis. Elon Musk is putting Grok in Memphis for a reason. He's a weird dude, but he also believes in Memphis, and Egypt and stuff like that as well as some, weird, I don't want to say, we just use a cult-like behavior, right, that he is. His mother is totally satanic, though. So anyways, whatever you put into AI, man, all it does is give you back the input that you work it out. It's a learning. It's basically just a learning bot, right? When it comes, so it's programmed, and so when it's programmed and it pulls up enough of this information, it gives you the best information that it thinks that it can provide for you, right? And so at the end of the day, the programmers that put stuff in there are the ones who have the control of it. And I've tried to ask ChatGPT several things, and it blocks me, right? Because they, on the other end, they put restrictions on it, right? So it is not something that you should be relying to do, major portions of your life. Now, it is very handy. It's very convenient. It's good for spell checking, stuff like that. Sometimes it still makes mistakes, right? But at the end of the day, you have to be careful with what you use it for. For example, a weapon in the wrong man's hands is a bad thing. A weapon in a good person's hands saves lives. It's just a tool. You can build a house with a rock, and you can also take somebody out with a rock. It's just that simple, right? And I encourage anybody that comes across this to not fall for any type of spiritual, religious guidance that you get from an AI bot. And here's the reasons why. The end of days, the end of times, man, but I don't think it's upon us, but it talks about several key things, right? A global system of influence and values. That's number one. A global currency, a one world religion, a one world, government. A single source of information shaping beliefs and values, right? Tools that will be used to control and guide your behavior, right? That has to come from Jesus. It can't come from anywhere else. It can't come from a computer. It can't come from an AI bot or anything like that. And it can be used to influence you, especially the younger you are, and do not ever put a microchip in your head. Ever do that. Do not ever do that. Don't ever take that Elon Musk implant ever. All right. So that's what you need to be careful for, guys. And that's what this article is warning about. I 100% back this article up. I do not fear AI. I do not think it's demons. I do not think it's devils. I do think it's just another tool that can be used to manipulate the masses, right? So anyways, you guys keep that in mind as you go into your Friday. It's been a good week. We had some technical difficulties starting this. I might actually, when this is all said and done and processes tomorrow, I might go in there, download it, and re-edit it and put it up there so it's just, nice and smooth. Anyway, so guys, if you're just now finding this channel, we're the sister channel of the Ancient Enigma Files. We're a brand new channel. Our content is where we talk about Monday through Friday, we go live every day at noon, talk about conspiracies, cryptids, paranormal, just strange stuff, lost ancient civilizations, and biblical prophecies or religious prophecies is that, right? So if you can do us a favor, give us a subscribe, give us a thumbs up. We're trying to grow this channel, and it doesn't cost you anything, but helps us out immensely. And also, we're looking for feedback on the format. If you don't like how the format is, give it a thumbs down, but just let me know in the comments what's not working for you so we can take that under advisement. If you're interested in our long form content where we do interview style, we bring people on, we do deep dives, just go back to the landing page. You'll see my main channel, the Ancient Enigma Files. Click on that, jump over there, and have at it. So guys, that's how we do it. That's how we do the show. Anyway, so you guys enjoy your Friday, and I will see you guys on Monday. And again, sorry for the technical difficulties with the mic. We'll get that fixed next time. All right, we're out, guys.
Subscribe now and turn on the notifications to join us on this extraordinary journey into the unknown.